Arsenal have been given a significant boost in their pursuit of the Newcastle star, with their new director set to overhaul the squad. Meanwhile, the Gunners are closely monitoring a potential replacement for Neto, who is expected to return on loan at the end of the season. Hey guys! Welcome back to the Arsenal channel. We're here to bring you the latest updates and keep you informed on all things Gunners. Arsenal drew 2-2 with PSV Eindhoven in the second leg of their Champions League last 16 tie, securing a place in the knockout stages. Naturally, Mikel Arteta took the opportunity to rest some of his key players. During the match, a few players gave Arteta plenty to think about. Kieran Tierney was handed a surprise role in the starting lineup, operating on the left wing rather than his usual left-back position. However, he struggled to make an impact, with most of Arsenal's attacking success coming down the right. It was only Tierney's second start of the season, and the 27-year-old will be hoping to get his career back on track when he departs Arsenal in the summer. Another player who gained valuable minutes was Zinchenko, who took full advantage of the opportunity by getting on the scoresheet. He was deployed in midfield, a role he is comfortable in, having featured there regularly for his country. It was Zinchenko's first Champions League goal, and it wouldn't be a surprise to see him used in midfield more often this season. Having struggled for form this campaign, Raheem Sterling delivered an outstanding performance, providing assists for Zinchenko and Rice. Sterling's display against PSV was arguably his best in an Arsenal shirt, and Arteta will be hoping he can build on this in the coming matches. According to the latest reports from GiveMeSport, it appears that Andrea Berta has been confirmed as the new director at Arsenal. Mikel Arteta was unable to secure a new first-choice striker before the winter deadline, which proved to be a significant issue as Kai Havertz suffered an injury just days later. However, Andrea Berta is already hard at work planning a squad overhaul for next season. The Gunners' most expensive signing last summer was Riccardo Calafiori, who joined for £42 million from Bologna. The team failed to make any new signings in the winter window, resulting in them losing ground in the Premier League title race. Berta's plans are expected to include a new backup goalkeeper, a left-back, a defensive midfielder, a left winger, and a striker. There is also the possibility of reinforcements for Bukayo Saka's position, as well as the potential acquisition of a high-energy midfielder. Arsenal are already in talks to secure a deal for Martin Zubimendi, taking advantage of his release clause at Real Sociedad. Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams and Espanyol goalkeeper Joan Garcia are also on their radar. Declan Rice, who arrived for a club record £105 million from West Ham United, remains Arsenal's most expensive signing to date. It is understood that there is room to spend more in the summer, with confidence behind the scenes that the club has adhered to financial regulations. Sources at GiveMeSport suggest that Newcastle United captain Bruno Guimaraes has been recommended by Berta as a midfielder who could partner Zubimendi in the middle of the park. Following these reports, an official announcement from the club is expected soon regarding a deal that has been reached in the last few hours. While Andrea Berta has yet to be officially appointed by the Gunners, he is believed to already be working behind the scenes. Matheus Cunha is Berta's ideal striker for Arsenal, and he has made that clear, having previously signed the Wolves forward for Atletico Madrid. Berta is also expected to pursue Jonathan David, another forward he rates highly. Beyond attacking reinforcements, Berta is likely to prioritise contract renewals for Bukayo Saka, William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. Ben Jacobs has revealed that Berta is keeping a close eye on Bruno Guimaraes, with a view to bringing the Newcastle United midfielder to Arsenal. Speaking on GiveMeSport's Market Madness show, Jacobs shared. In addition, Andrea Berta will put forward Bruno Guimaraes, a player who has previously been on Arsenal's radar. However, Newcastle are unlikely to sell both Isak and Guimaraes, which makes the situation more complicated. Jacobs also highlighted that the key difference between Isak and Guimaraes is that the Brazilian has a verbal agreement with Newcastle United, which could allow him to leave for significantly less than the £100 million release clause that was in place last summer. Newcastle are aware that Guimaraes may depart if they fail to secure Champions League football, and should he become available, Arsenal could have the opportunity to sign him for a fee in the region of £60 to £70 million. Jacobs added, in the January window, his valuation was around £80 million. While Zubimendi was a key target for Edu Gaspar, Guimaraes is expected to be a primary focus for Arsenal's new sporting director. In other news, Arsenal have been closely monitoring the situation of Burnley's young goalkeeper, James Trafford. According to sources from Just Arsenal, this possibility could arise in the upcoming transfer window. Arsenal are set to evaluate a number of options, with Bournemouth's Neto poised to return to his parent club. As a result, Trafford has emerged as a viable alternative, with the Arsenal manager reportedly impressed by the goalkeeper's performances in the Championship. The same source claims that Arsenal remain interested in Spanish goalkeeper Joan Garcia. However, Trafford has now been added to their list of targets due to his potential and recent performances. Arsenal's pursuit of Trafford could pose a significant challenge, with Manchester United and Newcastle also in the running. Manchester United are understood to have a long-term interest in the player, and a bid is expected to be lodged. Meanwhile, Newcastle could launch a bid, hoping to provide competition for Nick Pope for the starting spot. Manchester City also remain a factor in the race for Trafford's signature, as they hold a buyback clause that would allow them to re-sign their former player for a fixed fee. A return to the Premier League could convince the Burnley goalkeeper to extend his contract with the club. However, if they fail to return to the top flight, they would be willing to part ways with the English goalkeeper for a significant fee. With several clubs expressing interest, Trafford's future at Burnley is one to watch closely in the upcoming transfer window. Barcelona appear ready to scupper any chance Arsenal have of landing one of their talents in the upcoming transfer window. The Spanish side are not considering Rafinha's departure, with the club already having opened negotiations for a new contract with the Brazilian. According to a report from TBR Football, Rafinha is not even regarded as a topic of discussion when it comes to potential exits. The Catalan giants are highly pleased with the Brazilian's performances and have already entered talks for a new deal, amid interest from the Premier League, with Arsenal among the clubs that have expressed an interest. Last summer, Barcelona were actively pursuing Nico Williams from Athletic Club after his stellar showing with Spain at UEFA Euro 2024. The potential arrival of the winger raised questions over Rafinha's immediate future. While Williams never materialized, Rafinha has been given the chance to prove that Barcelona truly have one of the best players in the world. The South American forward has had a stellar campaign, contributing 46 goals this season. He is regarded as a potential favorite for the Ballon d'Or should the Catalans lift the Champions League. Despite his exceptional performances this season, speculation surrounding his future has not subsided. Arsenal are one such club, with Arteta having been a big fan of the winger since his time at Leeds United. Despite rumours that the Catalans are facing financial difficulties, they are unlikely to sell the Brazilian anytime soon, and plans are already in place to extend his stay. Barcelona are already in talks with Rafinha over a new contract, with sporting director Deco leading the way. The Portuguese executive was previously the Brazilian's agent, and things are expected to proceed smoothly behind the scenes.